Happy Friday, everybody. I've just received my first Blue Apron shipment, so I thought I would share it with everybody. Let me go ahead and share this out, and then we can dig in. This is the first time one of my friends had suggested that we try Blue Apron, and I'm such a planning person that I was like, I don't know how I'm going to work that into my menus that I like to plan, and so I finally decided to just go ahead and give it a try. And actually, using her referral code, I got these first 2 meals free. So I figured it doesn't hurt to give it a try. I just went online and signed up for it. This is my first time to do Blue Apron, so I don't really know what to expect, what's inside here. I kind of know, I know the menu items. There were a couple of different, so you go online and you sign up, and then I think it automatically signs you up for once a week or twice a week, however often you want to do it. And then you get to choose out of like 4 to 6 items, I think, for each week, so you can pick which recipes you want and which ones you don't want, and kind of go from there. Just wanting to open this up. Here I am. Okay. There we go. Just wanted to get that set up in case anybody is watching and has any questions. I'll answer those, but I plan to do a full review on the blog after we've experienced our meals this week and see how it goes and see how it fits into our meal planning, because you know I'm a very planned person. I plan out my menus and use recipes and things like that. So this is a different cooking experience that I am excited to give a try and to find out what it's all about. So I will go ahead and, let me share this one more time, and then we'll get started going through it. Okay, so I've shared that out. If you guys have questions, feel free to ask me, but we'll go ahead and jump on and start cutting through. So I got this, I went to a PTO meeting to plan our Christmas party. When I came home, this was at the front door, and it does say that it has perishable items inside, and please refrigerate. And I believe that it's packed in some type of a cooler box, but I don't really know, so we will see. As I go through, I'm going to cut through and open up the top. When I open it, it says cute little, I always like how people package things. I pay attention to the packaging so it's not lost on me. So it has a little food, and then it says enjoy. It has the handling and storage instructions, and then I know a big thing that they kept reiterating on their website as I was signing up, that everything is recyclable, so I can recycle all of this packaging. So it's telling me, please refrigerate the perishable items, and then I can recycle all the information there. So when I open it up, I've got this little card that says, Dear Chef, we work with hundreds of family-run farms to source the best produce, and this week we've made a substitution based on what's freshest from their harvest. So I've got some orange carrots instead of purple carrots. And then for my sear chicken. Okay, so I guess in the recipe it said I was supposed to have purple carrots, and instead they've included orange carrots because that's what the farmers had. So that's nice to know that they use family-run farms and supporting that. And then I got this little magazine in here, this little Season's Best magazine. I don't know, I'll flip through, see what that's all about. Some how to cook with fall fruits and things like that. And then I have, these must be my recipe cards. Okay, so I picked for this week, I picked the family meals, and I picked to have 2 meals delivered. So the 2 recipes that I have seared chicken. So it's got this recipe card here for me. And then it tells me all the ingredients. And then on the back, it shows me the step-by-step instructions on how to cook it. So I've got seared chicken with brown rice and glazed carrots. So the description says, for tonight's sophisticated dinner, We're preparing a pair of stunning sides for juicy pan-seared chicken. We're teaming up with brown rice. We're teaming brown rice with baby kale and secole pear, an exceptionally sweet petite variety that adds a pleasant crunch. Purple carrots, except I just realized that mine have been substituted for orange carrots. And glazed simply with butter and verjuice, the tangy juice of young grapes. Complete the dish. So one of the things that sold me on trying this out was that, I mean, okay, this sounds a little bit fancier than what I would normally cook during the week for my family. But the good thing is I used to, and I still do, I use a lot of cooking light recipes. And so a lot of the cooking light recipes have some of these fancier ingredients and things like that. But it might be something that I'll use a tablespoon of, and because I remember one time I bought like walnut oil. I had to search the grocery store for walnut oil, so I finally found some walnut oil to make this dish. And I used a tablespoon of it, and then I didn't need it again, so it kind of went to waste. So one of the things that my friend told me on about trying Blue Apron is you can try these kind of more rare and exotic ingredients that you don't normally cook with, but it's sending you just the amount that you need. So I'm not going to have any leftover secole pear or any leftover verjuice blanc. I'm not going to have any of that stuff left over, and that's just going to go to waste. So I've got exactly what I need. So that kind of makes me excited to try these meals. So that was the first one, is the seared chicken. And then the second meal that I selected was the pan-seared barramundi. And it says, tonight 2 special ingredients put an exciting spin on the classic fisherman's plate. The first is barramundi, which I've never heard of. Oh, it's a sea bass. Okay, I've never heard of it. That sounds very fancy. With a satisfyingly meaty texture and buttery flavor. Seasoned with salt and pepper, it's skin crisp but beautifully in a hot pan. And then the skins of the fillets are lightly cut or scored, which keeps the fillets flat in the pan. So I guess I'm going to learn a new technique here. And then equally stunning are Princip orange potatoes, whose sunny-hued, creamy interiors add beautiful color to the dish. For a final flourish, a rich aioli ties together all the flavors on the plate. So again, something that I probably wouldn't pick out on a weekly menu to make, but it's fun to try new things. So I'm interested to try these barramundi fillets, and then the Princip orange potatoes. I've never had those before, so that'll be fun to try as well. And then it comes to spinach. So I like that these meals are, and then the way that the instructions breaks them down, it's easy. It looks like it's easy to cook, and so to me so far my first impressions are that this is going to make cooking like really nice meals for your family a little bit simpler, and then you're not going to have extra ingredients left over, and you get to try some new things that maybe you haven't tried before. Okay, so those are my recipes. So now I've got like this, it's like a foil bubble wrap. It reminds me of like if you had a solar blanket in your car, like if you, a safety blanket or something in your car. That's what it reminds me of. And it's very sticky. So now you can kind of see it's bubble wrap, but it's silver and reflective, so I guess it's keeping it cold for me. And you can still see me over there. It's very sticky. Okay, I'm just going to cut that down so you can still see the lid. It looks like I take it. Will it come out of the box? Okay, so now I've got my little solar sack. And as far as I know, that everything is recyclable, so that's good to know. So now I've got my package of baby kale. So just exactly what I need to make the recipe. And I've got spinach. And I'm assuming that it's all washed and ready for me, so that's nice. Oh look, I got some Kind bars. Oh, it's a special treat. Please enjoy these Kind bars with your Blue Apron delivery this week. I've never tried them, and I've always wanted to, so that'll be nice to try. That'll be in one of the snacks this week. So this is the pan-seared, I'm probably saying this totally wrong, barramundi knickknacks, so like the salt, let's see, the knickknacks are the white wine vinegar, shallot, and mayonnaise. So that's all packaged up. Got my carrots. The knickknacks for my chicken and rice. Okay, just some filler here. Okay, and then it's got these ice packs. Okay, so then on the bottom, so that was all of like more the refrigerated stuff. And then on the bottom, what's this? Oh, I've got my little pears. Never had a seckel pear. Fancy. And my garlic. Got my Prince of Orange potatoes. They kind of just look like red potatoes, but maybe they're orange inside. I'm interested to cut them open. And then giant ice packs. And then I've got my boneless chicken breast cutlet. It's from Tradesman Premium Cut. So my meat. I like how it's all packaged up so it doesn't leak on stuff. And then I've got my fish from Anchored In, and it says it was sourced sustainably from their family of trusted fisheries. Okay. And what's this? Oh, and then some brown rice. Very good. And then I think the rest is just ice packs. So everything is still, I mean, even though it was left on my door while I was away, everything still is cold, ready to go. And it's like 80 degrees here still in Houston, so I don't feel like it would go bad if it had to sit out on my door all day. It kind of reminds me of when we did the squeeze juice cleanse and they left the stuff, they used these Nordic ice packs and everything was wrapped up and packaged, so it still stayed fresh. But I look forward to trying these recipes. So if you check out the menu this week, you're going to see these 2 blue apron recipes on the blog, on the weekly menu, and some new snacks too. And then I'll let you know, write up a post about them in the coming weeks and let you know what I thought. If you have any questions, feel free to shoot them over, and I'll be sure to address those questions whenever I write the blog post about Blue Apron. If you have any questions about it, feel free to shoot them over.